Yo people, back again with the next video. As promised, review for Wycombe v Spurs. Wycombe 1, Spurs 4. Make sure you got liking, commenting, subscribing, all that, sharing, everything. Anyway, let's get to the review. First of all, we know what Wycombe are like. We played Wycombe a few years ago, maybe 2017 I want to say, and they were up 2-0, then we brought it back to 2-2, then they made it 3-2, and then we brought it back to 3-3, and then we got the winner, Sonny, 97 minutes, made it 4-3. I remember that game, because I was running around screaming. So we know Wycombe are up for the fight, we know what they're going to do. So you're expecting this team is better than the team we had then, by the way, because we had man like Jansen, I think maybe Kabul was there, maybe, I can't remember who was there. Sonny was there though, big up Sonny. But that team we had then, I think Chadley as well, but the team we have now, better than the team we had then, let's be real. So we go into this game, knowing what they're capable of, know they're going to come for a giant killing, because there ain't been one yet in the FA Cup. And they're going to be the ones to want to do it. Start the game well. Bell has a good header. Doesn't even hit the target. I was like, okay, cool. Then we had another chance. We had more chances, and they're all just poor. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. All right, cool. Then they get their goal. Their player just bounces Alderweireld to the ground, flattens him. Sanchez comes, just has to clear his line, that's all, just clear it. Doesn't do it. Just nudges it into the player's path and he just taps it in. And this is why I don't want Jack Hart in goal, because he's got no awareness. I'm not saying it's his fault, but bro, like, you see the balls coming across the goal, so you'd think that he will scatter across the goal, because he's obviously going to go for that near post. He's not going to go across the goal, he's going to tap it in at the near post, and he didn't read it, and they 1-0 up, and we have more chances, poor finishing again. And like, listen, we better not get knocked out by Wycombe. If we get beaten by a decent team, like in the Premier League or something, I'll be like, alright, cool. Or even a decent team in the Championship, I'll say, alright, fine. Wycombe are bottom of the Championship. They've won like 3 games in the league. I said, there's no way we're going out to these men. Then Bell grabs the equaliser before half time. So I'm thinking, okay, second half, they're going to come out and they're just going to pam these men. Second half comes, same again, all huff and puffing and no blowing the house down. Just more wasted chances, more poor finishing and all that. So I was like, okay, mate, it's going to be a long evening. This might go to extra time at this rate. I'm still watching it. They've had no shots. I don't think they had one shot in the second half. Let's be real. They didn't have a chance at all. We had all the ball, all the chances, and they were all just poor efforts. And they were so bad that I think around the 55th minute, Marino's seen enough, I've seen enough, and he has to bring Harry Kane. Now, the fact that you have to bring Harry Kane on in a game like this, that you can't trust the man that you put out in the first half, shows why the man that play the first half don't play in the league, because they're not good enough. And then not only does he bring Kane on, he brings in another 3 of our main hitters. He brings on Son. He brought Højbjerg on at half time for Tanganga, and he brought on Ndombele. The fact that we had to bring them 4 men for Wycombe, with all due respect, was they did give it a go in the first half. Second half, they just fizzled out, if we're being real. Their legs couldn't keep up. But the fact that we had to bring in those men to do this team in just shows that Marino's right, and that is why they don't play. Even though we asked for them, he obviously sees them and can see why they don't play. And after what I've seen today, most of the men there can't get in the team. I don't want to see them on Thursday. Bear in mind, we've got Liverpool on Thursday, and we had to be on Kane, Son, Højbjerg, and then Ndombele. And we've got a big game on Thursday, and then we've got Brighton on Sunday away. So we've got 3 games in like 6 days, right? That's messed up, but cool. It happens. We have this. This ain't new to the Premier League. Maybe not in so much the foreign leagues, but in the Premiership, it's always been like this. So, especially over the festive period. So, it ain't nothing new. And when you got Europa League to chuck in there as well, it's just even more, which is coming back in Feb. So, I'm like, okay. Lamela, poor as always. Holds on the ball too long, doesn't release it. Lucas, same. And if he does release it, it's usually not good enough. Vinicius, offside. Holds the ball up quite well, but it's usually offside and finishing can be poor. And Gareth Bale, oh my God, he had an absolute nightmare of a performance, absolute stinker. He got a goal, yeah. He could have had like 4 or 5 goals today. Yet he came out with 1. And Mourinho's right, he needs to earn his place. And if he's playing like that, he ain't earned no place, and not even on the bench. And this is why he's not on the bench. And you know what? I've criticised Mourinho saying, why you don't put Bale on the bench? And he gives him a goal, and then he does that. So now I'm thinking, rah, maybe you're right. Maybe he shouldn't be in the team, because he don't do nothing. Let's be real, he's been here, fair. He's got 1 goal in the league, and maybe 2 in the cup. That's it. That's all he's contributed. And the rest of the time, he's either not in the team or he's injured. Or he comes and does nothing. So I'm happy we got the win in the end. And Ndombele with the 2 goals. For me, they gave man of the match to Harry Winks. He got his goal as well. But if I'm being honest, I don't know what Harry Winks done in the game to warrant man of the match. He had a couple of chances and they were poor. He got his goal, cool. But did he really do anything in the match? If he got man of the match, then it just shows you how bad we were that he got man of the match. For me, I would have gave it to Ndombele, because he came on and he done more in that time than Winks done in 90 minutes. Let's be real. He got 2 goals, brought down the ball. He was nice control, nice passes, nice touches, nice passes. He done the pass for Kane that led to Harry Winks' goal. So for me, I would have gave it to him. And I will be doing my ratings tomorrow, and I'll sleep on it. And if I'm honest, I'm giving it to Ndombele, if I'm honest. Again, another brilliant performance from him. But I'm fuming the fact that we had to bring them big players on and couldn't get the job done with the starting 11. Now for me, the 11 that we had should have been good enough to go out there and do a job and save Kane, save Son, save Ndombele and Højbjerg for Thursday. That's what I thought when I saw that 11. I looked and said, okay, yeah, Lucas, Bale, Vinicius, okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. They can get it done. Wycombe's bottom of the championship. This should be comprehensive, open and shut case. But no, it weren't. They made, as always, like I said, don't make it hard work, like I done in my preview. And yep, you guessed it. They went and they made it hard work. But big up to Wycombe. They came, they got their goal, had us on the ropes for a bit in the first half to be back that equaliser. Once back that equaliser, that was it. They were kind of defeated. Had another chance towards the end of the half, but it was like, nothing really too crazy. Had Joe Hart scampering a bit, but nothing too serious and dangerous. But big up Wycombe. Good luck for them for the season. Hopefully they get out of their rut. They've got a few games in hand, so I think only a few points off from safety, so hopefully they come through it. But Tottenham, man, they have to do better, man. And those fringe players that don't play, like Lamela, Lucas, Vinicius, Bell, all the man there, listen, they're not getting the team for the Liverpool game. And if they do get in there, it's just to make up numbers on the bench. Don't be fooled, they will not be coming on. I'd be shocked if any of them come on. Lucas maybe 50-50. Because he didn't have a bad game, it's just his final balls is not good enough. But them other man, definitely not. He might bring in Lamela, because he likes Lamela for some reason. I think because he's like tenacious and he's like a fighter. But he holds on the ball too long, and that's what I don't like. If he released the ball like 5 seconds earlier than he does, he can get a lot more assists and create a lot more chances than he does. But he just chooses not to. And that's the frustrating thing. And Lucas, he's the same, holds on the ball, but when he does release it, it's usually not good enough. It's usually behind, or in front, or too far, or just some tomfoolery. But Bell, he ain't getting in that squad on Thursday, I'm telling you now. And if he is in that squad, he's definitely not coming on. The other two might can get on, but him, for sure, you ain't seeing him on Thursday, believe that. You might see him against Brighton, but you're definitely not seeing him on Thursday. You might see him on the bench on Sunday against Brighton, but if he comes on, I would say 50-50, but I say 80% chance that he ain't getting on. But happy with the win. We're through to the next round. We've got Everton away. It's going to be a hard one, of course, you know that. But I'm not happy with the performance of the original 11 for most of them, and the fact that it's been on the big guns to get the job done. And even then, they dragged it. They had loads of chances as well, and were missing. Like Kane, Son missed a good chance. Not so much Kane, his chances were like half chances, but he turned him into a chance. Son missed a simple chance. It was on the plate. But in the end, we got the win and we move in it. So we go through again. As I said, we march on to the 5th round, Everton away. Play ratings coming tomorrow. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know the vibes in the comments. And until tomorrow afternoon when I drop my review, I'm out of here. Peace.